on this topic in China, giving presentations, academic presentations, but also on TV for the general public. She's been in Europe for a while, giving lectures around Europe. So I think you will find it very, very interesting. You will also improve your knowledge about a different culture. So thank you for being here. I welcome you on behalf of Istanbul University. The lecture will last about an hour and a half. So if you're listening quietly, we'll be very, very happy. Thank you very much. So I give the microphone to Mrs. G.
Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very glad to stand here on behalf of Tongrentang to give a short presentation to everyone. And today's topic is my presentation is actually the traditional Chinese medicine, because the three letters TCM, that means traditional Chinese medicine, and my name is Beijing. So I will just to ask regarding the important question is, do you know why traditional Chinese medicine has become more popular in the world? And you know, traditional Chinese medicine, that means traditional. But traditional doesn't mean the right hand, where the modern doesn't have to repel the traditional. Do you know this picture? Have you ever been to Beijing? This picture is just for the, who will know this, the answer? Forbidden City, right. Fantastic, if you have already been to Beijing. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, so you can see the several elements, the names. For this, we just call the yellow apples internal panel. And for this, we just call the name of the first. Companion of medical materials. So there is also a lot of classic medical books that for a long time, maybe for the several thousand years about also. So then we just a summary of the traditional Chinese medicine. We divide it into the two parts. The first part is just for the herbal medicine. You can see that this picture is ginseng, yeah. And the second part is the other treatments, just including the country therapy, acupuncture, and massage, and the other therapies. And now I will just introduce the traditional Chinese medicine's characters very short. And the first is over 5,000 years or so. It is essence of the Chinese culture for the traditional Chinese medicine culture. It is the essence of Chinese culture. And it has absorbed Chinese philosophy and Confucian and Taoism. Because I know for this university is called the International University, that is a short suggestion. If possible, in the short future, if you just want to study the Chinese language, I think it's the best way to know a little the basic knowledge about the traditional Chinese medicine, because it's the integration of a lot of the Chinese culture, philosophy, Confucian, and Taoism. And the second for the character of the traditional Chinese medicine is its integration of heaven and human beings. So what is beyond the integration of the heaven and human beings? For example, you know the 4 seasons in 1 year, the summer, spring, the autumn, and the winter. So that is, we're just according to the different treatment and the different constitution of the human beings to the different traditional Chinese herbal medicine. For example, you know, I believe one in the winter is very, very cold. So what is popular herbal medicines we will be suggesting to the local people in the Chinese people? So we're maybe suggesting some like the ginseng or like the ginger. Because you know, ginger is very familiar with in the ordinary Because when you just catch a cold, when you just sneeze in the white line, we will just boil the gingers, the juice, to just drink it. So after several minutes, you will feel that a lot of the smart. That means in the traditional Chinese medicine, your body has imagined a lot of the pathologies. Maybe it will be helpful for the recovery of your body. So that is only for the examination, for the sample or example, just for what is the principle of the traditional Chinese medicine. And the third, just for the definition of the syndrome, definition of the syndrome. So you know, what is the definition of the syndrome? Because you know, in the Western medicines, if you just complain to the doctor, you have a catch a cold. So maybe the doctor will get the blood test at first. Then according to the blood test result, to give you some medicines, maybe for the antibacterial, the scabies or the pills. But according to the traditional medicines doctors, they're the ones, they will ask some questions. For example, so what is the color of your blood? What is the color? So just for your urination. So at last, they will have a diagnosis. So what is the result of your syndrome now? Maybe for cold, maybe for another is the age. So they will give you the different herbal medicines for your recovery. And if you just want to know more the traditional Chinese medicine, first let us know more about the TRT. So what is the meaning of the TRT? That means Tongrentang. Because Tongrentang was established in Kangxi reign of Qing dynasty. It has 342 years since 1669. Since the first year of Beijing reign, Tongrentang has served royal courts with 8 generations of emperors for 188 years, for so long time. And traditional module on the pharmaceutical manufacture of Tongrentang is just under business. You can just say, no materials could be reduced, no matter how much the cost is, no matter how it could be judged, no matter how complex the procedure is, no any ultra-monitoring process of manufacture, always itself displaying the honesty and the truth, unique recipes, best raw materials, strict standards, excellent clinical performance. So maybe next time if you have hospital to go to China, then you can go to the Tongrentang and ask the Tongrentang doctors for the inspection, for the technical pulse, and get some herbal medicines. Maybe it can just to improve your immune system. And for the professional spirit of the Tongrentang is for the cultivating kindness, virtue, together helping people, and also preserving the health. During projects or transfer, it is the supreme evaluation to the brand of Tongrentang is in public. It's the terminal target of relief and healthcare in Tongrentang, and is about remarks spoken by the patients. And this for the utensils for Chinese herbal medicines. Maybe you can see that is for the decoction here, and processing here. This is for the gluten pot and the silver slice. This is for the hopper. The function of the hopper is for the infiltration, and this is for roller, and this is for the recipe, and for the pills, we just call the one here. And you can see this for the Yue family. Yue family, that means the Tongrentang. Acupuncture the Roman statue. This is for illustration. Based on the image of Asian young man, always smaller than a real man, it has about 365 points. So now, I just want to ask you a question. You can still just give me the very satisfied answer. What is the statue's function? What is the statue? this broad static function? Who knows this answer? Because why we just use this corporate static? For what?
Practice.
Practice. Wow. Maybe you have already studied agriculture? No. But it's nearly the right answer. Because in the old ancient time, if you want just become the acupuncturist, you must get the very strict examinations. So what is the very strict examinations? That means, at first, we'll use wax to cover for this broaden the statues. And second, we will just cover your eyes, cover the acupuncturist with the eyes, then give you the needle. Why you just insert the needles is right to the location? Okay, because there is a lot of water inside of these broaden statues. Why just insert the needles in the right location? Okay, so the water will just pull out what is the core of these copper statues. If you just insert the needles in the wrong location, okay, no water will be pulled out. That means you cannot pass the examinations. You cannot get the certification. You cannot just become the real acupuncturist. You cannot just become the real doctors. Okay, that means you cannot just practice in clinic. It's very strict for at that time. If you just want the real doctors, it's very strict examinations. Under the Tongrentang trademark, we will now give you some of the details for the explanations. So, the first is in 1989, the state trademark bureau identified Tongrentang as a well-known trademark in China. Second, Tongrentang in China's first in the Beijing agreement to register the trademark and also be protected by international organizations. And third, the first in Taiwan to rely registered trademark at last. At present, Tongrentang has 65 countries and regions in the world for the registration. And in 2006, the Ministry of Culture and State Department of China selected Tongrentang Chinese medicine culture in the estimate list of the first selection of intangible cultural heritage. And Tongrentang's purpose now will just summarize for all of you. The first inheritor of the essence of the traditional Chinese medicine culture, the imperial pharmaceutical regulation. Second, 342-year practice and innovation. The third, 500 patent Chinese medicines in Tongrentang until the end of the Qing dynasty, just according to the illiterate record. And last is mapping partner as rapidly guided by medicine. And you can see what this illustration for the Tongrentang organization manufacturing the basis. The first is from Hong Kong, and the second is just from Beijing, and this is for the test center. You can see one is for the Australian presiding from Tongrentang. And this we just call the Beijing Tongrentang oversees the pharmacies that all over the world. Sydney, Singapore, and Hong Kong, Brunei, and Malaysia, Dubai, and the others. So maybe for the most of the people, they think that the traditional Chinese medicine, maybe you only can just treat the chronic disease, but that is not the truth. Because you can just say that is very the top 10 of the pressures of the Tongrentang. We just call it in Chinese name is Anfeng Niu Huang Wan. That is very precious. And it can also justify the first kind of critical situation. Now we'll just tell you the real, the fact, the truth story to everybody. Because do you know who is her? Who is her? Hey, Hong Kong biggest TV news anchor, Liu Hailuo. Maybe if you are very interested, you can just include her name just on the internet. You will just read the details of the whole story. because it was in British train accident in 2022. According to the first stage, the local doctors just announced maybe for the brain gas, it cannot just recovery. But when it just transferred to Beijing after the several days treatment, especially just for to take it into the ongoing now gradually now has already recovered. So maybe everyone cannot just to believe it, but it's a true story. Just try to offer much. That means a lot of the herbal medicine is can still just treat the various critical situations and also can just to release some acute disease. So next, we will just to introduce some very simple theory of the traditional Chinese medicine is yin yang. So now you just come this for picture is for the rotate of the yin yang. You can just create the universe and just create everything. And now we just need to divide for this circle into the two fishes. The white and the black, and the black eye and the white eye. So we just separate of the character of the yin yang, that is for belongings. You can just follow into read it. The sky, the fair, the motion, the upward, bright. And this is for the white color, we just call it yang. And for the opposite, the color, we just call it the black is in for the character in the earth, the water, stew, the inner, downward, cold, and the black. And now we just apply to the, I think it's a little bit difficult questions. If I just take the questions, if we compare the man and the woman, who is belongs to yin, who is belongs to yang? Man and the woman, who is belongs to yang? According to this calculator, so now maybe you can just get an answer. If we compare the woman and the man, who is yin and who is yang? Maybe you know the right answer? Maybe right now think. Because in the old ancient time, a lot of the men, they were now to go outward. They must go outside and do some advance and maybe for the house to at last and maybe to get a lot of food and to return to the home. So we see that the men must always just to spend a lot of time just outward. So this character is belongs to yang. So the man is belongs to yang and the woman is belongs to yin. So just according to this picture, that is the character of the yin and yang is for the unity because of one circle. One circle in Chinese is just called the pi. And for the opposition, and the mutual complementary. So what is the complementary? So that means maybe in the upper here, that means the head of the white fish, and this is for the tail of the black fish. So that is more, that is lice. So here part is the lice, and here is the war. So that for the two part is the relationship is complementary. And this is for the growth, this is for the decrease, and also the upside downward, and also for the transformation every time. And now we just have already to take the example to everyone. By example, this is for the cat code. So we will just divide it into the different definitions. So that is for the fever, you got a yellow, and for the yellow fly, for the cold, and for the white fly, we will just to give you the different herbal medicines. This is for Belangen, this is for others. And if you just combine all your bodies for the fallings, the feeling is for the habit, and for the habit, maybe we'll just give you another herbal medicines. And if you just belongs to the weak, the constitution, that means the weight of the body, and we will give you another analysis to treat you. And now we will just introduce the balance yin and the yang is harmony. So, at first, a lot of the foreigners, experts, just suspect the herbal medicines. So they will have to give the test. What is the test? At first, they give the bottle, and all the glass is like this. And second, they put a lot of the bacteria and the virus. And the third, they just put into a lot of the juice after the decoration of the herbal medicines. Because they observed the result for the 24 hours, for the 2 days, for the 3 days. But at last, they say for the observation, there is still a lot of the bacteria and virus still just inside it. So they denied it. They denied what? They denied the herbal medicines and not just take the good effective to the patients. So then the answer is wrong. Why? Because we think the herbal medicines will not just cure the bacteria and the virus. Why not just treating the juice of the herbal medicines? It can adjust the law and balance the constitution of the station constitutions for the balance, regain for the balance of your bodies. One the balance of the yin and yang again. So there is a lot of immune system inside the body will just take the good effective. So that means herbal medicines will not kill the bacteria and the virus. You can just one drink, you can adjust and balance of your body's yin and yang. When the yin and yang balance, that means you'll recover. That means the immune system and the other system will just get the good effective for the resistance to the bacteria and the virus and the others. So that essence of the herbal medicine is not only just by the force, by the army, it for the adjust and balance the constitution. That is the key of the herbal medicine, the culture. Now we will just introduce another part of the traditional Chinese medicine is for the channels and collaterals. So what is the channels and collaterals? We just call them acupuncts. Because a lot of acupuncts just consist of the meridians and the channels and collaterals. So what is the minor standard of the traditional Chinese medicine? Because according to the different individuals, so maybe it's the tall or short, maybe it's the fine or thin. So do you think what is for the standard ruler of the human bodies, the size? You can just answer me. Maybe you will just buy the ruler. One we just talk about in clinic to you. 1 swing. 1 swing is just means measured. So why you just call the measured? Who is really just take as a measure standard? The ruler? No. Who? Your fingers and my fingers. So next, just follow me to just raise up your hands and together like this the picture. So your ring finger, middle finger, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and for the small or the little finger together. So we just call this while we hold closely. Okay, can you see? For these the 4 fingers together tightly. This is just called the 3 twin. 3 twin, that means. Okay, why you just raise your thumb like this? We just call for this crease on your thumb is 1 twin. So because different people has a different proportion of your fingers, but it doesn't matter. So why you just 1 week before doing the treatment of acupuncture to the patients, we will also to take the merit standard of your patients inside and the application of the point. Now it's very critical. If you just start with 3 points, now so later you can just practice when you just return to home, or just return to your friends, you can just introduce the location of the points because it's very useful. And the first is lose weight. Maybe for a lot of the communities they are very interested in how to use or they select the proper acupuncture you can just form this picture for the distribution. Okay, from the start here, the line distribution from the channels from downward, from upward and to the downward. This is just along the stomach and spleen and continue to the line and to the tongue here. So at last, according to a lot of the many time for the summaries, at last the summaries we get the result is if you select the right location from first, second, and third, from the second and third, the third margin, and with the right point here, so that is the right location of this point. So if you have spare time, don't forget to use all the fingers to form your upward and to the downward to express for this point. You can also just take the effective to helpful for you to lose weight. Maybe for later you can just to try to practice. And how to treat the high blood pressure. So also at first to see this for distribution. These the channels. It from the lower and to the downward. To the upward. So at first there is we just select the result. Also is you can just select the point location from the first and the second margin on these bilaterals of the right part. We just call the Taichung point. How to just find this point? Okay, we will use your fingers just steer from the upward and to the downward, also by the bilaterals. It's like this. We think that is also be helpful for you just to reduce your blood pressure. We just call the Taichung. If you cannot remember isolate, doesn't matter. You can only just remember the location of this point. That is okay. And how to do the consultation for the point. Okay, you can see. And first, one will index finger at the top of the index finger, and to the upward, and to your arm, and to your mouse. So we just selected the location of the point. Its name is the local point. How to locate it? You just follow me to practice, until you can just to locate the right location. Okay, at first, to raise your hand like me. That's for the thumb, and then for the other, the four fingers. Four fingers close tightly, no space here. And the thumb, you just raise the straight. Right means the nodule is naturally between like this. That is the right of the movement. Okay, and the others, you must need to raise your thumb. And you just bind for the upward at here until the degree is nearly the 90 degree. And you can just grind like this. Yeah, right. Until your tip of your thumb to touch your body, to touch your skin of the palm. Until this is the point for the right location. You can just price it. The right feeling is a little sore and a little pain. That means you just got it. And what is the function for this point? The first, for the toothache. Next time, if you just simply to get the toothache feeling, you cannot just find the painkiller tablets. You can also just price it for the bilateral of this point. You can just take the good effective, and it's the function is very well. And the second is for reduce the pain, especially for the female's menstruation or period. What they try to do in that days, they think there is a lot of pain maybe around here or the abdomen, lower the abdomen. Okay, you still can just apply this point because you can just take the good effective for reduce the pain. And the third is for to prevent the constipation. So this is for the function of this point, the three functions. Just remember. And in traditional Chinese medicine, especially for the children, because you think that is for the size of the children is so smaller, we think it's not convenient to find on the particular point. So what do? Okay, or just to select the pitching therapy. So what is the pitching therapy? This is for the spinal cord, the central line of your back. you just select your fingers. Two fingers, the thumb, index, and middle, like this, together, like this. So you were just pitching a little skin and muscle gesture. Then for the rolling until the end of the side part to around here of the neck. So repeat and repeat again for about 3 minutes is okay. So we think this movement is partially to improve the immune system of the children, especially the children, because we think for this movement the children can feel the sun, the comfortable. They were just glad and willing to accept the treatment or the therapy. And this we just call the ear the points, because according to the TCM, a lot of points like this. And you can see that means the different organs, stomach, means the land, means the eyes, so means the land, the different. So in China, maybe if you are for the short eye seeds, you will just select special flower seeds and use the steps. Maybe starting the different point here that maybe only can just do it stage the several days, but still can just take the good effect for the ear the points like this. And also the cupping therapy. Now you know the traditional Chinese medicine has already just we think they're studied by the different foreign students, maybe about 120 countries. A lot of the foreign students, they come to China to study the acupuncture, to study the voice question, to study the cupping therapy, and the others, and also for the herbal medicines. We hope that in the future, if you think it's very interesting and useful, you can just come to China to study the traditional Chinese medicines. And now you know Tongrentang is very time-honored company. The brand has now integrated with Han background to hold that the splendid culture of the traditional Chinese medicine serve for the people's health of the world. And also everybody wish the Global Confucius Institute will be better and better. Okay, thank you. If you have any questions, if you think your language is not, your English language is not well, maybe you can just speak to in English or just in Poland, because our friends can just explanations for you. Yeah. English is okay, but for Poland language, maybe it can just be translated for the interpreter.
Any questions about traditional Chinese medicine and Chinese culture? Any questions?
Okay, I will just ask you a question. If you just to get this, who will just want to select the traditional Chinese medicine treatment for yourself? If you catch a cold, if you get insomnia, if you get arthritis, who will just want at first to get the traditional Chinese medicine treatment? Do you have ever been to hear the acupuncture? No? Okay, so that's good. You just to study the English and maybe for the to study the Chinese language. If you just have spare time and a lot of interest, maybe you can just into Beijing, into China to study the traditional Chinese medicine. Maybe for the Confucius Institute, we'll just to open that Chinese culture and including the martial art and including what?
Yes, no, I'm a Chinese director for Confucius Institute from Poznan. And we set up the first Confucius classroom in this university, Victoria University, and we will open a lot of courses here, including Chinese language and Chinese culture. And you are all welcome to participate in our the first lecture about Chinese traditional medicine, I think, in the history of Poland. So this is a very special lecture and a special day for today. And I think, I hope and I'm convinced that we will have further cooperation with Tongrentang, traditional Chinese group company. And I think, yes, of course, no. If you have any question, please.
I would like to ask, would you recommend to a person who doesn't really have any experience, that if, for example, the President's one, does it really help if I do it for the first time, or can I hurt myself? Is it dangerous, for example, if I don't know exactly how to... Is it dangerous for me, or can I just try?
That is the virtual fevers therapy in China is just a part of massage. You have, especially for the foot massage, maybe it's still very popular. Just according to other experience, maybe still you cannot just find the logical location of the point. Maybe you just try the or the wrong locations, because we see that the functions of the point is for adjust, for the balance. Maybe now we are healthy. Now we have know the balance of the yin and yang of the body. And now our constitution is good, is a balance. Okay, you press the point. Maybe it's not so much the function that used to just to change it, because the balance now is okay. But for you have the disease, that maybe it just means a balance of your body. So one just press it. Maybe for the constitution, maybe for the diarrhea. That is for the different operation. But why you just still price the 3 points, you can just take it from other dust. Maybe for the helpful recovery for the diarrhea, maybe for the recovery for the constipation. It's also for the tooth bilaterals for adjustment. So just to be sure it's okay. Because local Chinese people's ordinary life, every mornings, in the mornings, the daytime, they will just practice to pop for the different part of the bodies, because they cannot just remember very exactly of the quantity location, because there's 365 so many of the points, so they cannot just remember who is the name of this point. Okay, it doesn't matter. They will use the different tools. Maybe they will just use the wipe, there is the tree. They will just all that base, because they think, okay, there is so many points when I just do these movements, or it can still just complete the factory, so you can just be sure, don't worry about it. Okay, is that all?
I have questions, but maybe I have a question. For example, maybe today I have a headache. What did you do? Yeah, maybe I have a bad headache.
Okay, for the headache, that is according to the accurate location of the headache. Maybe you were just complaining of this forehead. Maybe you were just complaining on this part. Maybe for the migraine, for the two sides of the headache. And because we have already seen the illustration of that distribution of the different meridians. So because for this part, we just think that is for the stomach, the problem. So we're selecting the different points, maybe from our fridge. If you complain about this part, okay, we think that is for the bladder, the meridian problem. Okay, we're selecting the different, maybe from here. And if you complain that the margin, that means the two sides of the headache. Okay, we're just selecting the different part. So, yeah, because we see the distribution of the different meridians. So we're selecting the point from the different meridians. So that is why we see that for the mysterious and very difficult that is the traditional Chinese medicine. But it's fun, it's still a lot of useful, yeah. Can you visit like hospital or clinic, something like that? Please. Thank you very much. Actually, that is a good news because now in the very short future, now here the local company has integrated with the Beijing Tongrentang company as already to just gather cooperation with just a view to new clinic of the company here. So it's connected for you to here in Huashan here. So it's very connected for you to study the organic traditional Chinese medicine. Okay.
And you know, that this is only the first time, and I think that this is a very good opening of this lecture, and maybe I believe that in the future we have more and more lectures about this. Okay, any questions? Any questions? Okay. If no more, let me express our gratitude to this Dr. Li Zhi, who gave us a very perfect and wonderful lecture about Chinese traditional medicine. Okay, and I will express my gratitude to all of you to participate